But look what we got already.
It's huge. Not resilient enough for me to keep saying it and never water.
Absolutely not. Look at my lemon balm though. All of those are pumpkins.
It's who I am.
Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. We are doing a harvest today. We don't have a lot, but we have some things that can be harvested. We're gonna take these 2 baskets. I think that would be good enough. Also, we're gonna add some pruners to that. So let us go. It's like 7:15 in the evening. I'm getting out here later than I had planned to get out here, but I have another channel in case you're new here, and I was working on that today because I went to an omakase. I looked up the pronunciation for that. I went to an omakase and I did the whole video with the experience. And the thing is, the experience was like 40-some minutes long, and I used 2 different cameras, so I had to put, actually 3 when you count my phone. So I had to put all of that together, but I was very happy with how it came out. I have wanted to do an omakase for I don't know how long, and it was so fun. Anyway, now we need to get stuff harvested. So let us go. Probably nothing good. All right, so we're gonna start out over here. If you saw the live yesterday, we have a whole bunch of chamomile, and we need to basically deadhead the calendula because I was missing it. That's where we're gonna start. And I have a bowl for my chamomile just because even if it's a lot, it still is not always enough to fill up like a whole basket. Let me bring y'all over here. So here's our chamomile, and I'm just gonna take my hand and pull it off just like this, because it will grow back. It's a whole bunch of it. And something is in this grapevine, y'all. I believe it's a bird. I'm looking, but it's nothing like outrageous. I think it's probably a bird. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna do it. Chamomile, the more you pick it, the more it grows. It also, in my area, dies back when it gets too warm. So I'm trying to make sure that I keep it picked. Haven't been able to do it in the last couple of days, so that's why we have so many of these. But yeah, this is how I do. This is how I do it, and I just take everything I can. When they are early, I just kind of pick the flowers like one by one. At this point, I take them and I just pick them. Even if I get some that are not ready to be harvested, it's okay, because this plant is gonna fill back up again very soon. The more you harvest, like I said, the more they grow. And these are actually getting a little bit leggy, if I'm honest with you. So they might be, gonna die out soon, but that's why you should pick them as often as you can. They smell so good, y'all. My allergies immediately started messing with me as soon as I got out here. That is crazy work. Immediately. We just gonna go down the aisle and pick all of them off. And some of them are past their prime, but I'm taking them. But look what we got already. And we still got plenty of flowers on there. And yeah, we're gonna pick any calendula that's ready, and anything that's past ready, we're gonna go ahead and deadhead that, throw it down into the bed. If we're lucky, we'll get some volunteers next year. I planted these plants out before my last frost because I know that they like cooler weather. If you are, near me, it has worked for me to plant out chamomile and calendula early so that I can start getting a harvest pretty early. And that has been working for me. And I'm still fighting for my life to get down the aisle with the potatoes, but we don't have too much longer with that because they'll be ready sometime in June. I probably could harvest a bag now and get a good amount of potatoes out of it. They may be small, but they would still be edible. But I'm not gonna do that because I don't really need them at the moment. Before now, I've been buying potatoes from the store because I did not have any. Right now we have potatoes in the house, so we just gonna let them grow. If you're not new here, I struggle with letting these potatoes just die out like I'm supposed to. Trying to do better with that this year. Picking chamomile take a little bit of time, and it's a little bit tedious if I'm honest, but chamomile smells amazing, and a good chamomile tea is amazing. So we like to use chamomile for tea, me and my daughter. If I have stems in here, I'll just
just take them out. When I get them in the house, it's no big deal. When I'm out here, I'm just pulling, and I'm not really paying attention to what I'm pulling, especially at this point because there's so many of them. So if I get the stem, I'll get that taken care of in the house. This is why I like to have a lot of chamomile plants, because chamomile flowers are very small. So even when you're getting a really nice harvest, like, I'm still not gonna fill this bowl up. And you know, that's just what it is. But that's why I like to have a bunch of plants. And it's nice to know that the grapevine didn't really stop them. They just stretched to the light. They don't look amazing, but they did stretch to the light and they did start growing for me. You know, that was one of my things. I was like, I wanted them to grow before the grapevine shaded them out. And the grapevine is shading them out. I'm just going back through to make sure I didn't miss any, because I do want these to just start to flower again for me. A lot of the calendula is spent. And when I say spent, they were about to die. Like, the flowers were about to die. So we're gonna do some deadheading. And when we say deadheading, we just take off the flowers that are dying. That way the plant knows to continue to grow. Now, let me be clear. That is what they say, that's how the plant knows to grow and it won't stop growing. But I've had many years where I did not deadhead anything and the plants kept growing because, you know, I guess they also know what season it is. One of the gardening suggestions is to deadhead them, pull them off so that the plant knows that it should still be producing. Pretty much all of these are looking like that. Like, they're not, you know, at their best. So what we probably will do, the ones that I 100% can tell, we're gonna go ahead and pull those off tonight. Tomorrow morning, I'll come back out here to see if the other ones are in fact spent or if they were just closing up for the evening. But some of them, you can absolutely tell they've already flowered and they are dying. Yeah, anyway, we'll come back to those, but that's the calendula that we got so far. Well, that's what we got tonight, because this is the only place that I have calendula planted aside from in one of the green stalks, one of the herb green stalks. And there's a few on there, but it ain't gonna add a lot to this bowl. I can tell you that right now. All right, I pulled off everything that looks like it's spent. Tomorrow morning, I'll come back out here. I also need to water, so I'm probably going to put the sprinkler on tomorrow. I know somebody gonna say, don't do that because of your tomatoes. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, y'all. So, all right, let's move on. All right, so the next thing I want to harvest is this pepper right here. So if you remember, I told you we got a vole in this bed, and I haven't seen any issues with the pepper back here, but my daughter would love a green pepper. I don't eat them green, but look at that thing. It's huge. I believe this is a grand bale. If it's not a grand bale, then it's a California Wonder. I'm taking the ones now because I want the next group to be able to turn whatever color, yellow, red. So we're gonna harvest anything that has green peppers on it. Push come to shove, I will cook with green peppers. So I can cook with this, but my daughter really likes green peppers. Put that in there. And then we got one right here. It's not huge, and that's okay. My daughter does not care. It's a nice size though. It would have got bigger, I'm sure. But like I said, we're gonna just take these for now. We'll just use these green because a lot of them, I'm gonna let them sit on the plant. So this is our pretty early harvest. I think it's one more on one of these I wanna take too. And tomorrow when we come out here, I think those are California Wonders. And the one I'm about to get, I think is a Grand Bale. But tomorrow when I come out here, I'll get everything watered. Now the bags, I'm gonna water by hand because the sprinkler is not moistening the bags as well as they need to be moistened. And the same thing kind of happens with the rain unless you get days and days of rain. So the bags I'll be doing by hand, and I'm also more than likely going to fertilize. Now, I still got to find a fertilizer because I never did buy one, but it's okay. So this is a pretty small one, but it's shaped like your traditional pepper that you get from the store. But yeah, we're gonna take that one too. Anything that I see that has a pepper on it, I'm going to take it. We're now in a time where it's nice and warm outside, so these peppers should start to really pick up. And since these have already been on here for a while, I'm just gonna take them and let the pepper produce new ones. By the way, I said in the live yesterday, if you saw it, you saw this, that we're gonna do a giveaway for the Black Girls Gardening Book. And I'm not gonna make it hard. And a lot of the giveaways over here are really just off of trust because I can't tell if you liked my video or not. I can't tell if you subscribe, but I think that's kind of hard to figure out too. Anyway,
please subscribe. Please like. If you feel it in your heart, please hype the video. And if you want to enter, leave me a comment below and tell me what you're looking forward to the most this 2026 summer season. And that's how you're going to get entered. I'm going to draw randomly. It's going to end on Friday. I'm not going to email you. I'm not going to send you a message on Instagram. I'm not going to come down in the comments of this video and say, hey, you won. I am going to make a short, and that's how you know you won. Please don't engage with anybody who's not on a short on this channel saying that you won. But anyway, good luck. I hope that you enter. And I think whoever gets the book is gonna love it. I mean, I think you're really gonna love it. So the next thing we're gonna harvest is this basil. You can see that like some of it looks like it might want to flower. And when I say that, you see right there, that's where it would flower. But I don't want it to flower. I want it to continue to grow. Somebody asked me on the live yesterday, how do you stop your basil from flowering? This is it. You just gotta harvest it before it starts flowering. And basil is kind of like tomatoes. You see right here? It's gonna start a new plant. So when you cut it, if you try to cut above a node, that's great. But basil is basically just gonna keep growing. You see that? It's gonna keep growing further down this plant. And so this is how I keep my basil from, that is not a basil, y'all. That is my sunflower. But anything that looks like it wants to flower, I cut it, and we'll come back in a day or so, or maybe a few days, and we will be able to harvest basil again. So we're gonna go around the garden and do this. We got basil in a lot of different spots, because if you remember, I wanted a lot of pesto. I already made one batch, and I froze it using my Harvest Right trays. We don't have any beans yet. The nasturtiums are beautiful. We'll go ahead and take some of these. You can actually dry nasturtiums too. I don't do that. I normally put them in a salad or something. They're good. I like them. They got a peppery flavor to them. If you haven't seen me eat them before, I do eat them. Got some more basil. I'm running out of places to put y'all because it's so full in here. But I want to have y'all kind of close. Before I was like leaving y'all on the outskirts, and people were like, we can't see what you're doing, which makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. We got more basil, and there's some back here too. Also some on the other side of this bed. And you don't have to cut this. You can kind of pull it if you want to. I'm just cutting it because I have it. So why not? So I'm gonna make pesto with this. You can also make tea with it. Y'all, look at them tomato plants in this bed. Just looking amazing. Also, that soil feels very, very loose. Also shading my basil, but I'm still getting basil harvest right there. But look at these. These are the plants I need to put a cage around upside down. I still don't know if that's gonna work for these. They are patio varieties. Got a little bit back here. This might be getting shaded, but it's still trying to flower. So why not cut it? And it's getting warm. So we might start to see a little bit more growth out of these basil as well. So there's some more. Got a little bit over here. Pretty short and stubby. Also need to cut some of these pretty bad branches off of these tomatoes. I don't know if it is disease or not, but normally I'll start cutting these when they start to look like this, just to get them off the plant. But look at them tomatoes, y'all. I showed that in the garden tour. Yeah, I think it needs to be watered. I can tell like this tomato is very, what do you call it? Matte looking. Let me bring you closer. Looks rather matte looking, while these are shiny. I'm pretty sure we need to get some water. Oh yes. You see that? This bag needs water badly. We'll do it tomorrow though. All right, we're gonna stop right here at the lilac green stalk and take some of this basil as well, because it's looking like it wanna flower. It's also looking small, but the more you harvest, the more it grows. So that might help us, along with the warm weather will help us too. Here goes some more. Some of them are pretty small, but I have seen basil just like take off. And that's why I'm not pulling it. Yes, it does look a bit stunted, but we just gonna keep harvesting it. Here go another one. That one looks very tall and lanky. We took the whole top off of that. Here goes another piece right here. Just take the whole top off of it. See what we get.
All right, we about to head into the greenhouse, the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse, where we have a few shishito peppers that I want to go ahead and grab because I will eat these tonight. I don't need a lot and I still will eat them. Oh no, hate when I do that. That's why you should cut it so you don't break the plant, but it's okay. I just broke that whole top of that plant off, but peppers will bush out. Oh, we also have some basil back here. I need to oil these or grease these or whatever you say. I left them outside by mistake. They got rained on at some point. Hate that because I really like these. They're actually from Bootstrap Farmer. See, we had a little bit of flowering. It's okay, not a big deal. I've had this happen before. My basil still tastes just fine. And we got us a few shishito peppers. And this plant right here has peppers on it too. I also want to get it back in the cage. That got a pepper on it too. We'll come through here and water tomorrow. I know I've been saying I'm gonna water, and I still haven't watered, y'all. Plants are resilient. Not resilient enough for me to keep saying it and never water. They will die. I'm gonna take this candy cane one too, just because, you know, it's been growing for a while. Like I said, the heat is on, and I wanna let these plants kind of putting on a lot of fruit at once. And so we're gonna take these for now, but nice harvest. I can't wait to try these. I don't know, are they supposed to be a different color? Either way, I was gonna take it. I wanna try it though. It's supposed to be sweet, I'm pretty sure. So in between the tomatoes, there is basil. I don't know if y'all know that. It's not growing the best because it's absolutely getting shaded, but there is basil in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest that too. Maybe it'll start growing. I don't know if y'all can see that because my head might've been in the way. But yeah, we're gonna harvest that too. I want to harvest some potatoes so bad. I just want to dump one bag and see what's going on in there. I have 29. It's not like I can't dump one. Here's some more basil. Y'all know what else I still haven't done while I keep talking about watering? That's the basil. When I keep talking about watering, I ain't tied up these tomatoes either. I really need to get out here and tie the tomatoes up. Puppy coming back, because I didn't close this door like I said I was going to do. She's coming back and just digging this space up all over again every time when I put it back. So I'm going to close this door tonight. And I don't think that she would think to come around the sides. She's coming through the front door. I'm going to grab this other basil. I'll be right back. All right, we got some more right there. So with that being the case, I'm gonna close this front door tonight when we come from out of here. I'm also gonna go ahead, grab this Swiss chard. It's not growing great, and y'all were saying on the live yesterday, it's probably too hot in the greenhouse. Makes perfect sense, but it's still growing. So I'm gonna keep harvesting it, and I'm gonna leave it while it is still growing. Don't know what it's gonna taste like. I hear some people say that it gets bitter. I've heard people say theirs don't get bitter. So I'm gonna taste it and find out, because if it is bitter and not good to eat, I'm not gonna waste this space during the summer growing it. But for now, we're gonna leave it until we can taste it for ourselves and know that it will get bitter, or that it is bitter right now. But right now we're gonna harvest it. Can y'all see me? You can. Uh-oh. That's a weed. But I just keep harvesting this Swiss chard. And I'm leaving the middle shorter leaves so it can continue to grow. And I'm gonna come in here probably tomorrow and do some upkeep in here too. I also feel like it needs to be watered. Like, I really do. Well, it's not that bad. It's probably the heat, like y'all say it, and that's fine. All right, off we go. I think we're heading to the green stalks now, because there isn't anything in the other greenhouse yet that's ready. We do have flowers on the squash plants though, but nothing ready to harvest. Actually, there's basil in there, isn't it? I do believe it is. That it is. Now, I'm not gonna bring y'all in here with me because it's so much stuff in here. Yeah, we got female flowers on there with male flowers. And then that roselle, I think, will start growing. Oh my goodness. We also have cat poop. I'm gonna have to get that out when we finish. Oh my goodness, that makes me so upset. I feel like I can close this at night. That's gotta be when it's happening. I'm gonna close it, cause just absolutely not. Nope. Not all this work I'm doing. The good thing is, like I said before, they're not digging. They're literally just seems like they're sitting in the bed and pooping. Absolutely not. Look at my lemon balm though. I just happened to look. We're gonna harvest that, y'all. I went and got another basket. I was actually a bit concerned about this lemon balm at first. I'm not that concerned now. I harvested it really hard a little while ago. That is not lemon balm. That is a weed. But this lemon balm comes back every year in my area. We love lemon balm. I have been freeze drying it and we getting a little bit at a time, but that's okay. Same thing right here with this mint. This will be the second harvest of the mint too, something I was concerned about. And I harvest mint really heavily because it's gonna grow back. Long as you keep this soil moist, it's gonna grow back. Oh my goodness. Ha! Y'all, let me show y'all what is going on over here. Do y'all see this? That's pumpkins. I had a pumpkin right here for the chickens. And those are all pumpkin volunteers. Y'all see this? All of this is pumpkin volunteers. I had pumpkins that people gave me for the chickens. Y'all, all of that is pumpkin volunteers. That is wild. That's wild. I'm probably gonna leave them for the most part. Well, you know what? No, we're not. We are causing problems for ourselves by leaving. All of those are pumpkins. I'm about to get these to the chickens is what I'm about to do. It's a whole bunch of them. They died. They were right here and they died. Well, they rotted essentially and they all sprouted. So when they say plants just want to grow, plants just want to grow, y'all. This ain't even all of them. I'm gonna get these to the chickens right now, and then over the next few days, I'm just gonna start pulling them and giving them to the chickens. It'll be a nice treat. Speaking of chickens, I do still have them. I was saying in my live yesterday that people are asking like, do I have the chickens? Somebody asked like, did I give up on my worm bins? If ever I quit something, if ever something passes away, I'm gonna tell y'all because this is a documentary of my gardening journey. And so y'all are following along. I'm gonna tell y'all when something changes. But let me give them this. Hey girls. I think they'll like that. That's wild. There was so many of them. Oh, I'm loving the new feeder and water. If you are not new here, you know I bought a new feeder and a new water that can hold like a lot more. I'm loving it. I think they're loving it too. All right, we got that. Now, like I said, we about to grab some stuff out of the green stalks. It's not a lot, but there is some stuff in the green stalks. I'm gonna slide this over top of the lemon balm and mint just because I think it's a better chance that it will not fall out by doing it this way. I'm just gonna leave all of this right here for now and we'll come back and drop it in. Man, oh, I found them. As I say, what did I do with my pruners? All right, off we go to the green stalks. And we have some Swiss chard already. We're gonna go ahead and cut that one. It didn't seem like it was interested in being snapped. We're gonna leave that what's left. The Swiss chard is still growing. Pretty sure it needs to be watered. It probably could stand some fertilizing, and I have some fish emulsion, so that is not a big deal. My issue is the balanced fertilizer. I don't have any of that, but we're gonna find something tomorrow. And I do like to use organic, natural, whatever you want to call it. So I do like to use that, and so I need to find that. Like I said, this green stock just look a mess, y'all. It look a mess. And we probably just gonna go ahead and harvest this garlic that's in here real quick tonight. I really don't see the point in continuing to hold on to it. Also, I think this is, no, it's not super dry. It's just, I guess the garlic needs some space to be pulled out. Oh, not with my new nails. Let me go find some gloves. I shall be right back. All right, we got some gloves. We're gonna go ahead and pull these out so that when I am preparing to replant this, we could just replant all of this. Cause I don't think it's going, well, I mean, it looked like it's struggling to come out. Might be, oh, well, that's just a nice root system. Oh. Not a bad one. We can also see, we got splitting, so it probably had allium leaf miner. But it had a nice root system in here. Let me show y'all. That's in a green stalk, and there's still roots in there, but that's in a green stalk. My garlic is not huge. Also, you can tell we had an issue with allium leaf miner. But if you remember, I'm keeping my garlic, even if it had allium leaf miner issues, because there's not normally all the way in. Yep, allium leaf miner right there. But we're gonna keep it. But we about to pull all of it out of here, right, real quick right now. Let's see. So I was really bad last year at showing my harvest because either it was hot and I didn't feel like doing it in the heat, or, you know, most of the time it was because it was hot and I didn't feel like doing it in the heat. But
I'm gonna try to do better this year with showing my harvest from the green stalks, from the garden, just in general. I'm going to try to do better at showing my harvest. And when I do not show it on a video, I mentioned before, it will be over in the community section or the post. Whoa, lost some of that. Oh, nice sized garlic though. Well, for the situation being what it is, it's a decent sized garlic. See? Very nice. Also got dirt down in that hole. That's unfortunate. If we start to see watering issues, it's probably because I got soil down in there, but it's okay. What y'all harvesting? Are y'all harvesting yet? I know everybody is not to the point that we are at in the area that I'm in, but if you are harvesting, let me know what you're harvesting. Let's see what else needs to be harvested. I know we probably got basil in the evergreen, so we definitely gonna go over there. I kind of want to pull these leeks. I know I said I won't going to, but I honestly kind of think it's counterproductive to let them stay in the soil. Some of them don't look awful though, but some of them do. Like this one looks awful. Maybe we'll just let it stay. We don't have too much longer. See, like that's a part of the leek. And that's not supposed to happen. I ain't never seen that happen. I don't know, the potatoes look like they dying back too. We'll just leave it. It's not hurting anything, I don't imagine. We'll just leave it. Let's go see if we got some basil in the green stalk. Oh, let me show y'all these zucchini that I'm just gonna keep showing. Hold up. That I'm just gonna keep showing because I want people to know that if they in a small space, you can grow zucchini in here. So this one probably didn't get pollinated, not 100% sure. But this, that's pollinated. This, pretty sure that's pollinated too. We got one back here that didn't get pollinated. So if you want to know what it looks like unpollinated, that's it. It starts to turn yellow because it didn't get pollinated. These are pretty good size. That's why I think they have already been pollinated. And there's one over here. You can grow zucchini in here, y'all. I'm just telling you. And for me, that's going to be part of my spring harvest. Yeah, we do have basil over here. And I don't have my pruners with me, so I'm just going to snap it off. It's fine. They're fine, but the basil is doing really well in here in this green stalk too. That's probably what I need to be replacing some of these pockets with basil, because again, I want a lot. I'm gonna start drying it after I get the amount of pesto that I think I want so I can use it for tea in the off season when we don't have basil growing, because basil tea is good. I actually have some in my refrigerator right now that I made. Yeah, I really don't need these gloves on anymore. I got them for the, uh-oh, that's coming out. I don't know how that happened, and we don't want it to. It was very loose. And this I need to prop up, which I will do tomorrow. That's like something I need to take a day and stake up all of the stuff in all of the green stalks. I keep saying it, but I never get around to it. So I'm gonna need to do that too. But basil from the green stalk. All right, basil and some garlic. I'm gonna just brush some of this off because it's gonna go into a basket with other things. I might open them and then throw them on a tray, and then I can add them to the garlic powder I already have. So that's an option, but I don't want all that dirt on it because it's gonna go in here with something else. All right, y'all, I believe that's it for right now. I do want to check this. We don't have any tomatoes, but we definitely have peppers, and we have tomatoes. We don't have ripe tomatoes, but we have peppers. See, like that one, gotta get that steak. We got a pepper right here. It's one of the candy cane. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. The Morosky is like really small, not even snapping, so I'm gonna leave that. All right, I think that's it for the day. That's all beans pretty much. Yeah, I think that's it, but that was great. Let me show you what we got. For starters, we got a basket full of basil that's getting ready to get turned into pesto. Cannot wait for that. We got peppers, so we got green peppers in there. We got candy cane peppers. We got shishito peppers. Also grab some nasturtiums and some chamomile. Nice. And then our last basket for the day is our garlic, our Swiss chard. We have lemon balm and we have mint in here. So very excited. I'm happy with this harvest for early June. Actually, it's June the 1st. It is the first day of June, and this is what I'm harvesting out of my garden already. I'm super excited. Do y'all want to pour out one of these bags of potatoes? I'm just interested, especially for the ones that's laying over. We about to harvest some potatoes, y'all. Real quick, just one, because I'm interested in knowing. We're gonna do it in our gorilla cart, but I'm about to go get the bag. Hopefully my body is not angry with me after I lift it. All right, we're gonna do this one right here. I know we got something in here because I synced it. And it's a perfect time to try this because I needed to water, if you remember. So perfect timing. All right. Uh-oh, I ain't turned, y'all. So sorry. All right, we gonna give it a go. Oh, let's see, y'all. It's probably early. They are laying over. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Look at that. Very nice. I have no idea where I'm gonna put, yeah, see, definitely have more time. Those are all still attached, but it's okay. We already digging them now because I just wanted to see. It's who I am. Oh, there go another one. There's another one. We had 2 potatoes that I had cut in here. A little small one right there. Let me go get a basket. Grab my botanical interest one. Haven't used this in a while. One of the things people was asking me when I was planting these was, you know, like how you gonna get potatoes if you don't heal it? I plant it at the bottom of the bag, so I wouldn't have no way to heal it anyway. I plant the potatoes at the bottom of the bag, y'all. So, and they don't have to be healed, I don't believe. Let's see, did we get anything off of this plant? Oh, yeah. I mean, a nice size one right here. So yeah, these gonna be ready in a few weeks. They gonna be ready in a few weeks, and I should have left this one, but it's okay. I was nosy. And I feel like it's better for me to be nosy real quick than to completely end up harvesting all of the bags because I think they ready. But oh yeah, these gonna be ready in a few weeks, y'all. Very nice. And so now I feel better about the fact that they're laying over. And they're laying over, I think, because they about to be ready to harvest. Very nice. That's a little small one. Cool beans. Mind you, y'all, I cut eyes off of potato. There were 2 eyes in these, and this is what I got. So way more than I put in there. I'm very happy with this. Now, I'm super excited to just let them grow. I am gonna water them tomorrow because I do think they still have some growing to do. But I'm happy to know that they are growing well. Let me show y'all from the back. But like, we got some nice size potatoes in there. And like I said, from eyes, y'all, from eyes. And I did not heal them. I've never found that I need to heal my potatoes in bags. I don't know the difference. Like when I buy them, I don't know which ones is indeterminate and which ones are determinate. And it does not say it on the bag. So I just plant them as deep as I can get them in the bag. And then they're gonna pop up out the soil and they're gonna start growing at the level anyway that the potato was at, the seed potato. And so I don't worry about it. And I do grow potatoes. So if I can get this much or more out of each bag, we're gonna have a lot of potatoes, y'all. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, but let's just say 10. Let's just say 10 because we got some real small ones in here. So we'll say 10 potatoes out of that bag. So you can grow potatoes in a bag. I grow in 7-gallon bags, and I put 2 of the eyes in there this year. That's what I did, and it worked out really well. So very excited about that. Let's go ahead and end this video. It's about to get dark. Y'all can't tell, but it's about to get dark. I didn't come out here until 7 o'clock. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all. Oh, there go another one. Found another one when I was getting that up. And I thought I had turned y'all off. For real. Bye, y'all. I'm turning you back on because guess what? Another one when I was putting the soil back in the bag.